What's cooking after baking, you guys? You're tuned into my YouTube channel. My name is Mubumbi, aka Neri. I prefer you call me Neri, especially if you are not from my culture, right? For as long as you can pronounce Mubumbi, you are out of my culture. You are not what I am. We do not share the same culture. We don't have the culture in common. We are not mutual cultures, if that makes sense or if that exists. Right. But yeah, if you can't pronounce my name, if you can't pronounce my legal name, which is Mubumbi, call me Neri. That's totally fine. I won't kill you. Why would I kill you for calling me by my name? Okay, not my legal name, my nickname. It's fine. Call me by my nickname, right? So when you hear the name Neri, I assume you automatically think a nerd, right? A person who's a nerd or a nerd person, or however you call it, right? Of which you're probably thinking, why would I insult myself? Because most people think when you call a person a nerd, you are insulting them. However, when you call me a nerd, you're not insulting me. It's actually a compliment, right? Because nerds are smart. I mean, who doesn't like to be smart, right? Exactly. Everybody wanna be smart. I like to think I'm smart. Or rather, I believe I'm smart. Either way, when you think of a nerd, what comes to mind, I assume, or rather, most people assume, it's books. Number one, obviously, books, maths, science, physics, whatever. Anything that is to do with academics, especially in the field of maths and science, right? Video games, anime, board games like chess or okay, Sudoku is not a board game, but you get the point. Those mentally exercising games like chess and Sudoku, solving a Rubik's cube. Um, I think I've mentioned video games. And the last thing, okay, not the last thing, another thing that comes to mind when you hear of a nerd is a lack of fashion sense, right? I won't argue with that. I'm not against it. It's true, we have a terrible fashion sense. Me and my fellow nerds, or rather, me and my friends who are nerds, have terrible fashion sense. Even the nerds that come across campus. You know, when you're walking, you can see one of your own. This is a nerd. Then you see the fashion sense, definitely a nerd. You get it, right? Yeah. So, I don't know why you decided to open this video or what you were expecting when you opened this video because doesn't specify what will be talked about in the video, right? What I'm gonna tell you right now, okay, not now, later in the video, because I'm gonna explain every single thing that is associated with nets and tell you whether or not I'm gonna be doing that thing on this channel, right? So the first thing is books, right? Or rather, that was the first thing I mentioned, books, right? So content related to books will be me coming to you, not coming to you, rather making a video summarizing books, or rather summarizing books I've read, or telling you to go read a particular book. When you ask for advice, or when you need recommendation for books, those kind of things, right? Of which I'm not gonna do that. I am not doing that. I do read books, but not a lot. I'm not a person who read like 40 books in a year. I read like two, three, four books in a year. That's the best I can do. I do like to read, but I don't have it in me to read. I have to force myself to read, but when I do, I enjoy it. Or rather, I only read when there's no internet. Yeah, when there's no internet, I read a book because what else can I do with no internet? Exactly, nothing. That's when I read, right? But if I do read a book of which I think somebody else would like to read the book, I will say it. For example, I read a book back in 2022. It's called Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty. There's a blue cover. It's an excellent book. It's not the only book I read that year. I think I read 3 books that year, but that was the best one I read. And it still is the best book I've ever read in my life. I'm not saying the ones that I've read are not good. They are good, but that one stands out. Yeah. But I'm not here for that, so we move on to the next category, which is video games, right? Do I like video games? Of course I do. Who doesn't? Some people don't, but I'm not part of those people who don't like video games. I like video games. So am I here to stream video games online? Absolutely fucking not. Why? I don't have a gaming PC. Or rather, let me not say absolutely fucking not, because I might stream video games as time goes by. Or rather, when I think I have the time to stream video games, when I find friends online to stream video games with, when I get a gaming PC, when all those things happen, then I might consider streaming games online. But for now, I'm not here for that, right? The next thing is chess or solving Rubik's cubes or playing soduko. So you might be thinking I'm gonna be teaching you that, of which I am not. However, I do play soduko. Um, Even though I'm not as good as I like to think I am, I do play soduko. And I do not play chess, unfortunately. I do like to play chess. I just don't know how to play it. My friends don't know how to play it. What am I saying? I know how to play chess. I just don't have the skills. Yes, I know how to play chess. I don't have the skills. My friends don't know how to play chess. Some of them do, some of them don't. But I've never seen one of them playing chess. They just say they like to play chess like I do. But I've never seen them playing chess, right? So I'm not here for those teaching you how to play chess, how to play Sudoku, how to solve this Rubik's Cube. No, none of those. The next thing we have is anime, right? The moment I mentioned anime, if you know what this logo is, you thought, okay, this is gonna be talking about anime. Probably that's what you thought. But guess what? I like anime. I love anime. I like to think I'm a weeb, even though some people say I'm not a weeb because I haven't watched One Piece. I've watched all the other big threes. Yeah, but I haven't watched One Piece. I tried watching One Piece. I stopped on episode 25. Not because it was boring. I stopped because when I was watching it, I was thinking to myself, you are still on episode 25. You still have more than 1,000 episodes to watch. That was the previous December, 2023, December 2023. I was trying to watch One Piece. I couldn't get myself to watch it. So I stopped. Maybe I will watch it when I have time. But I've watched Naruto and Bleach. Um, those are considered the big three. Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece are considered the big three. I've watched Naruto and Bleach. And somebody, this, right? Yeah. But my favorite one is Dragon Balls. I don't care what you say. It's cartoons, it's whatever, it's work. I don't care. It's my favorite. Dragon Balls. I think it okay. Let me not say it's fine, but it's my favorite. Right? Pass. Now the next thing is a lack of fashion sense. Right? I don't think you can teach a person how to have a work fashion sense or how to like a fashion sense. The only thing you can do is teach them how to have a good fashion sense, right? But I'm not here for that because I have a terrible fashion sense. As you can, okay, you can't see what I'm wearing exactly, but the only thing you can see is my hoodie and my beanie, which probably don't even match because this one is blue, this one is red. Okay, not blue like the color of the thing. This one is white, obviously. Then this is black, but the writings here are blue, gold. Is this gold or yellow? I don't know. Then this one is red and white, so they don't really match. Get so obviously I have a terrible fashion sense. So I'm not here to teach my fellow nerds how to have a good fashion sense. However, what I'm here for is to, I wouldn't say to teach or to tell people or to educate people on. I'm just here to show you guys technology. Not that advanced technology where now I'll be creating AIs, creating more tools, those kind of things. I'm here for the computer side of technology, right? The digital side of technology. Yeah, the digital side of the technology. And the media side of technology, if there is such a thing. So I just want to be building computers, buying cameras, microphones, interfaces, teaching people how to build computers. If they need help with that, then I can be the guy that run to ask for help or whatever you get. Yeah, just teaching a person how to build a computer from the motherboard up until the graphic card, if you know what a graphic card is. If you know what a motherboard is. Yeah, there are people who don't know what a motherboard is. And that's what I'm here for. Okay, I'm here to teach, but not necessarily. I'm just here to showcase what I'm doing with my tech life, sort of. So yeah, and the reason I say from a motherboard to a graphic card is because you can't have a computer without a motherboard, right? But you can have a computer without a graphic card. What that means is a computer cannot be okay, if there's no motherboard, it's not a computer at all. But if there is no graphic card, it can still be a computer because it can function without a graphic card. A graphic card is okay, mainly used for video games, you know. Video game players or gamers will tell you that without a graphic card, you can't play as many games as you would like to, because a graphic card essentially boosts your computer strength in a sense. Yeah, so that's it. And and that's all I'm here for. The only thing I have right now is a laptop, of which I use for academic purposes, right? So I cannot count that as what part of my whatever thing I'm trying to build here, my empire, my little computer empire, right? So yeah, that's all that will be happening in this channel. Or rather, I like to think that's all that will be happening in this channel. Things can change as time goes by, you know. But essentially, tech is what will be happening in this channel for now, or rather, at least for the next coming 2 years. And obviously, there might be times where I go like 2 months without posting a thing because I haven't bought a thing. Why? I do not have money to buy the thing because I don't work. I don't have a side job. I don't have a side hustle. I don't have a part-time job. Only thing I depend on is pocket money because that is the okay. University is called an allowance, but it's still pocket money because it's just money to spend on campus or rather on whatever things you require when you're on campus or wherever you are studying, wherever that. So it's essentially pocket money. Some people call it allowance, but yeah, that's what I depend on. And it's not much, but I can work around that. Yeah, I just have to figure out a way to work around that. And if you wanna see how building my empire goes, yeah, I'll call it building my empire. So I'm just gonna build it right here. It's gonna go like it's gonna make an L kind of shape. No, gonna go here then this side. So if you wanna see how that goes, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and I shall see you in the next video.